3 minutes. That's all Michael Jones had. The queue stretched down the hallway of Blenheim Palace. Tourists clutching their phones, ready to Instagram themselves on a toilet worth more than most people's houses. Jones wasn't there for the gram. The guy ahead of him backed out, muttering something about stage fright. I can't do it, mate. All that gold. Just shut down everything, you know? Jones smiled. Perfect. He locked eyes with the attendant, nodded, stepped inside. There it was. Maurizio Cattelan's America Gold Toilet. Under the palace lights, it practically hummed with its own frequency. $6 million you could literally piss on. Jones didn't need to use it. He knelt down, fingers tracing the base. Standard bolts. Basic plumbing. For all its value. You know, it was just a toilet. You done in there? The attendant's voice sharp through the door. Just a minute, Jones called back, his phone capturing every angle. When he emerged, he left the door wide open. Palace protocol. The attendant rushed in with gold-specific wipes, ready to sanitize luxury for the next visitor. Jones walked away with a smile. In 48 hours, he'd be back, and he wouldn't be alone. Welcome to The Outfall, where we flush out stories that shouldn't go down the drain. That was bad. But come on, this is a crazy tale. I'm Robert, and this is a tale of one of the most audacious art infrastructure inspired heists in history. A golden toilet, a palace, a plan. And somewhere in all of this, a reminder that the most valuable things aren't the ones we can steal. Oh, and if you're wondering about the world's most expensive toilet, it's not made of gold. It's floating 250 miles above your head on the International Space Station. $23 million of space-grade engineering. But that toilet, as far as we know, no one's tried to steal it yet. So, our story begins in 2016 in a foundry in Florence, where the air shimmers with heat and possibility. Maurizio Cattelan stands watching as 227 pounds of 18-karat gold begins its transformation. The Italian artist has made a career out of making the art world uncomfortable. A wax pope crushed by a meteorite. Hitler as a praying child. A banana duct taped to a wall that sold for $6 million. But this might be his masterpiece. America, he calls it. 1% art for the 99%. The irony isn't lost on anyone in the foundry. He's partnering with Kohler, yes, that Kohler, the bathroom fixture company, to create the world's most democratic artwork. The casting process is grueling. The toilet must be created in separate sections, each one precisely molded using traditional lost wax techniques. The craftsmen joke nervously as they weld together pieces worth more than their yearly salaries. Each seam has to be perfect, watertight, and invisible. After all, this isn't meant to sit behind glass. This toilet has a job to do. Quote, whatever you eat, a $200 lunch or a $2 hot dog, he tells reporters, the results are the same, toilet-wise. It's September 15th, 2016, the Guggenheim Museum on Fifth Avenue. The plumber's hands shake as he connects $6 million to New York City's sewage system. I've got butterflies in my stomach, he admits. The museum braces for disaster. Instead, they get lines. 3-hour wait snaking through a spiral ramp. Over 12 months, 100,000 pilgrims, CEOs and students, billionaires and baristas, all waiting for their 3-minute audience with solid gold. A security guard monitors the door, watching people emerge. Some giggled like kids, some looked transformed, some just looked confused, like, I really just did that on $6 million?
Well, I saw the newspaper and I said, well, a golden toilet, like that's something I always dreamed about having in my house. I was like, it's probably the only opportunity I'm gonna get to have one or sit on one. So I said, let me jump on this right away and get a chance to sit on the actual golden toilet. Just amazing.
For one perfect year, democracy works exactly as Cattelan intended. The 1% and the 99% equal in the bathroom. But golden thrones aren't meant to stay in one place. In September 2019, America crosses the Atlantic, heading for a palace where Winston Churchill once walked, where confidence would prove catastrophically misplaced. This is Blenheim Palace, the only non-royal palace in England. And now, in September 2019, it would host Maurizio Cattelan's Golden Joke. The exhibition opens to champagne and pictures. Down the hall, in a wood-paneled water closet that Churchill himself once used, America sits there, gleaming obscenely under the bathroom's crystal fixtures. Edward Spencer Churchill, the Duke's half-brother, and the palace's contemporary chuckles with reporters. It's not going to be the easiest thing to nick, he says, gesturing at the plumbing. Firstly, it's plumbed in. And secondly, a potential thief would have no idea who last used the toilet or what they ate. The toilet was plumbed in, bolted down, and weighed as much as a motorcycle. It's not going anywhere, they reason. It's literally part of the building now. Which brings us back to Michael Jones and those photographs in the beginning of the episode. What he sees is something different. It's an easy pick. He sees plumbing connections, maybe 2 minutes of work. He texts Jimmy Sheen. It's on. 36 hours later, September 14th, at 4:48 a.m., the Isuzu truck leads, stolen from a construction site. Behind it, a Volkswagen Golf, also stolen, license plates cloned. 5 men dressed in black hoodies, pulled tight. They've disabled their phones, covered their faces, but they can't hide their excitement or their tools. They smash through the palace's wooden gates like they're made of matchsticks. The Isuzu slides to a stop. 3 men pile out, one carrying a sledgehammer. They know exactly where to go. That beautiful, vulnerable 300-year-old window. The sledgehammer goes through it like it's just waiting to break. They're inside in seconds. No words needed. They've rehearsed this. Jimmy Sheen hefts the sledgehammer, aims at the toilet cubicle door, wood splintering. Ancient oak explodes inward, and there it is. America, glowing under the flashlight beams. The world's most expensive toilet is about to take a ride of its life. They'd planned to unbolt it carefully, but adrenaline has other ideas. Crowbars bite into the gold. 3 men wrench that 227 pounds of art from its moorings. Water erupts from severed pipes, flooding the palace floors. They don't care. They have what they came for. Into the Gulf it goes. The car sags under the weight of the toilet. At 4:54 a.m., it's gone. 300 seconds. Within 4 years, all the men are in prison. The golden toilet? Well, it's everywhere and nowhere now. Melted, scattered, transformed. Probably wedding rings on fingers, chains around necks. Somewhere tonight, someone's wearing a toilet and doesn't even know it. While they stole gold, they couldn't steal what happened on it. Over 100,000 moments of absurd equality. Billionaires and students, 3 minutes each. A democracy of bladders. And I think that's what Cattelan knew. That's what made it art. The Golden Throne isn't for kings, it's for anyone who needs it. And if you've got $10 million burning a hole in your pocket right now, guess what? You're in luck. The second casting will be sold at auction soon. Will it disappear into some vault? Or will someone do what Cattelan did? Make it public? Make it work? make it ours. I'm Robert, reminding you the most valuable things can't be stolen. They can only be shared.